Right guys, welcome back to this week's video. I think we'll make a start on our elephant trunk there this evening. It's you might hear there's a wild nave there for the for the 26th of June. Yeah, it's not great now. Windy, no rain, but you never know, you might get the rain later on. So I'll do an hour this evening, and what is it, Thursday, so I'll do another bit there over the weekend anyway, sure. Won't get all on this week's video, alright, but what's going to catch me out now this week that I won't get finished is getting plates. So I picked up a ram, so I need to make plates for the whole in situ, and they probably won't get done this weekend. I'll probably have to look for a bit of heavy plate or somewhere, drill a couple of holes or get somebody to make them for me, not to show you. But first and foremost, I know, sure, look at this frame welded up, and we'll take it from there. We won't go too mad tonight now. We have enough done for this evening. My welder is doing clean up a small bit on me there. Me earth down here, I think she's after melting inside. That's the one thing about this welder. I know she's old, I told you that before, but the earth connection is very small compared to the normal size one. So she's hot there. But yeah, that's the bottom part of welded up anyway. So we'll continue on with this trunk part in the next day, so we will. So right, we'll leave it there for this evening, and sure we'll pick this up in another bit. I'm going to be doing a job over here now that I don't like doing. I'm over here where the cattle are. So the plan is to move them a couple of bales, because the boys have nothing to eat, and the bales are kind of in the way for this little patch of grass here. I normally like to leave the bales in the one place to let them dry out, because we're after having a nice drop of rain the last couple of days, and which wasn't even forecast. Yesterday was a 20% chance of rain. Rained all day. Today now is dull and cloudy as well, so plus I have the topper on as well, because I've topped these two paddocks on over here. But yeah, I may move these bales. I'll bring them up to one of the paddocks up there, and hopefully the day will dry out somewhere on the day, and we'll get him in either today or tomorrow maybe. But they're starting to green up a small bit, but there'll be a nice bit of grass around the edges there, and there's a patch down there. Keep them going for a couple of days anyway, so right, we'll move a couple of these and we'll get the boys in here then. Last week was well, then weather forecasters again, they said it was supposed to be a fine enough week, so I said just in case the bales weren't ripe enough, I said I'll leave them out and let them if they needed to sway outside a small bit they could have, but no, now I should have brought them in. However, that's the way it goes, isn't it? So we'll chip away with these and then we'll let the lads out here shore. I'll top them 2 pallets then already. That's them moved on, so I'll put them in a line there. Nice bit of a gap between them all, but they are wet now, so they probably may stay out for a couple more days actually. Oh yeah. Why didn't I bring him in last week, yeah? But anyways, I won't do much harm to him at all. It's only do out for a small layer, we'll be able to get him wet. Right, let's move these boys. Right boys? And we'll get a fresh bit of grass. Only last them a couple of days here, and then we'll move them back up. Hopefully by then we'll have them bales in. They'll be going up to that paddock up there. So alright, we'll unhook this here now. Some way, somehow, as the sun goes. Bye bye, come on. Right, that'll see them right for a couple of days. It's alright, we'll go topping. Right, that's us. Finish topping, don't mind that. If I do have this place next year, I'll want to take that fence out. So, because I am losing probably, what's that, 2 meters of ground I'd say. How, it was an old sheep fence that was there, so anyways, that's top. The boys have a walkway further, water talk there. So we'll head on back now and I can do another bit on that bale squeeze, or the elephant trunk, whatever you want to call it. I may leave them there for another couple of days anyway. Just put back up these just in case they do get out. They do some damage them. They would do some damage them bales if they're going to have them bulls would. Now if I remember, this is the field that I topped and then went in with the grass harrow and got a bag of 18612 as well. So it's actually coming on nicely there now. Few bits of dead grass still in a hurry, but actually turned out very good actually, I thought. Probably needs another 2 weeks of growing before the bulls go up on it, but that's not going to happen. Where they are now, they won't even get a week there, I'd say, so they'll probably be in here too early, but nothing I can do. And then paddocks won't be ready for them, so the plan might be either bring them all in all together, start feeding them strong in the shed, or feed them out in the field strong. So let me know what you think. I think myself might be a bit too early to bring them into the shed, but look what, yeah, so let me know what you think. There's people doing it now that's doing it for a living, so they'll know more than I would. So yeah, do we bring them in, feed them strong in the shed? We have oceans of silage there, bales of silage, and feed them strong with mail, or leave them in the field, throw them out a bale of silage there, and feed them a bit of mail out there as well. On that fence again. So yeah, throw a comment down below, let me know what you all think. Right, we'll head on back home. So as you see, we're back at it here again. What I was doing there was I'm putting a small bevel on these, where you can see, you make it out like a little V. So what that'll do is it'll give the weld, you'll get to put more weld in between the joints and it'll make it stronger. But I will also be bringing a stiffener plate across them anyway, so they'll be extra strong, as they say. So we get that trunk part welded up, and we'll have that little part to go on as well, and then we'll try and get this is welded up. We need to get that pipe welded onto it, and maybe try and get this trunk part welded onto it in this week's video. So this is going to be a project that's going to be probably, you'll probably see bits of it over the next 3 weeks maybe, I'd say. The way work is and all, I can only do a small bit there on a Friday or a Saturday, maybe some evenings if I'm home a little bit earlier, but other than that now, it'll be a slow but enjoyable process. Well, we'll see anyway, sure. We'll see how we get on today anyway, sure. So right, I'll weld up that part, put on the short side onto it. We need to get a blank for that. We need to put 2 plates on it. So we're gonna use not them pins, no, where the pins are bought. These pins. Hopefully he'll fit in there now, will he? Yeah, he fits in nice and snug there. Yeah, ideal. So we need to make a plate then on the end of that pipe, or on the end of that box iron, that will take that. We get weighed and we weld up this fella first anyway, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully the welder will stay going today now, I know, fingers crossed. It's alright. He's going to go on there like that, so we need to have him square to him there. So the plan is I'll just put one tack there first, get me long square, measure there, and hopefully that should be square then. And he weld the wood there up, hasn't he? Come on, you. What's wrong with you, Holly? Take 3. What is going on with this yoke, eh? There you go. Right, we got it. Square. So as I was saying, we have to try and get him square to them two, that one there. So what we do is measure there, which is 228. We got. So that's 228 there, and on the inside 229. We won't worry about middle. So as you can see, we have the trunk part of it tacked up. Well, just 2 welds, so I'll run around them there now, and what we'll do then, we might actually just go at that piping there, get that sorted. Not sure yet, because this is going to get heavy now. When I start putting it all together, it will get heavy, and I don't have no way of lifting stuff around by hand only. So we might put that pipe on next, actually. Weld up that, put the pipe on maybe, and then we'll stick that onto that down there. Right, I'll weld up these first anyway. Right, we're actually going to stick this together. So we have this part of it welded up, and we just need to build him up now. And build him up, what is it, maybe 2.5 inches. Just get everything square, and from there then I can tack up the 4 sides of it, check it again, square, level it, all like that, and that'll be that part of it made, I don't know. So we'll stick these on there to try and build it up as best I can, and we'll go from there. Right, we'll try with 3 of them first and we'll see how we get on there. Ooh, we do. We'll go one more, I should do as I'd say. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think I'll fill that gap. I need to get another one, I'd say. But yeah, it's getting there now all the same, close enough. So we might have a little bit of a gap there, but that was freehand now and mightn't be the best. But anyways, I'll fill it up with weld, should be alright. So what I might do first is say tack the back of it, make sure it's square, and that might need to get, say, pulled in this way, and that will close that gap then. So we'll throw a few levels on and we'll see how we are. God, it is warm here now. So we have that welded up. So as I was saying, there was a bit of a gap there, but we got that welded up. I put a couple extra runs in there, because it'd be one of the weakest points. But as I was saying, we're going to be plating the sides of them anyway to straighten them up. So we're not too bad so far. So what I'll do now next is I'll put the pipe on there. So the way that's going to work is, she's going to go like that, and our pipe will go over, and we'll have another elbow then at this side. So what that does, when we catch the bale and the bale, that'll squeeze in under the bale, give it a little small bit of a catch, because if you only had the flatness of the box on there, she probably would slip out, I'd say, the bale would. So we'll stick that on there now next, and think we call it enough for the day then. So we will. So first and foremost then, we may give them a bit of a clean, take that paint off, because the welder don't like paint. Any of the welders. Might get away with stick welding, don't be great, but definitely CO2 or TIG, you may clean them. We're back to our Bessie clamp, so we put on this elbow here, and then this one will be going there, so we level the two of them up, and then that'll go on our box arm there. So we'll tack him on now, and we'll probably get him welded on, and possibly this is the arm, so we might get that welded up as well. And see, the next part of it now is going to be a bit slow. We're going to have to make a lot of plates, drill holes. Yeah, drill holes for the ram. Drill a hole in here for the swinging arm, and then we're going to have to put, say, 2 plates up there, holes in it, so that's where we'll catch our swinging arm, and then we'll have a plate welded on here then for our ram. So yeah, so it's going to be it'll take a couple of videos I was saying to do this, so because I'll have a few bits and pieces to do in between, sort of a thing. So alright, so we weld up that elbow, throw on the next one, and then we'll stick it back onto the base of our bale lift. Right, so as you see, we have one done. We have the weld cleaned off, because this needs to be smooth, so when I start picking up an old bale that I won't do any damage to it. So we'll just do this fella then, and we'll stick him on there, and we'll turn his back on them, and there's no point in showing you the second one we're doing, because same thing all over. So I'll do that one, tack it on, probably weld it on and all, and then I'll turn it back on and I'll show you where we're going. So that's welded on now. So what I might do now, I might blank the top of him. Just put a cover plate on the top of it. So that'll be totally sealed up then. So yeah, we're going good today now. So that's it then. Not too sure, I mightn't get any more done today. Might leave that to another day. I want to go and check on the bales of hay. It's been a great day drying out since I was over moving the bulls this morning. Plenty of wind, plenty of sunshine, so I'm only hoping the bales are a bit dry now actually. So I might go check them, and if they are, I might bring them in later on. So, right, I'll cut a bit of plate for that there, and we'll stick that on. Now I don't know how I'm going to lift it down because I'd say it's heavy now. Might have to just drop it down. Great way of testing it out, see if it'll stay together under. Drop it. See how all the welds are. We'll see. We mightn't drop it. We might ease it down gently somehow. It won't be on camera anyway. See me struggling too much. It's easier to lift it down than it is lift it up. I won't be lifting it back up on them again. No way will I. So what I'm going to do now is cut a bit of plate. Something similar. Not that bit though, but a little bit. Just to cover him off. And that will make him sealed up then. That's it. I have enough done. Oh, just very warm. So this is where we are. You can see it there now. So the squeeze pipe is welded on. I put on two gusset plates there. That one there now is not great, that weld there. I got a bit of wind coming in, so I'll have to grind him out next time and do them again. But two strengthener plates in there anyway. Yeah, and I got him capped off there as well, so that's a good bit done there now today all the same. So we'll leave that for this week. This will be chapter 1 of the bale squeeze, or the elephant trunk, or whatever whatever you want to call it. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, throw a comment down below, subscribe as always, and look, go on. We'll catch you next one, alright? Mind yourselves.